Hello everybody and welcome to Hell Architect. As always, I am Dor, and today we are going to go ahead and start managing our own little pocket of hell here. So first things first, we need to go ahead and mine up some of the coal and iron around here. We also need the dirt to go ahead and build some stuff as well. So we can go ahead and just toggle a bunch of this to go ahead and get mined. I think they can do 4 high, but we'll go ahead and see that. I'm going to go ahead and let them start working here. So on the top of the screen, we have our resources that we can go ahead and get from the world here. So the metal, the dirt, the coal, the blue crystals, and the green crystals are around the map here. So we have iron and coal as little ore nodes on the thing here, and then the green crystals and the blue crystals are just out and about here as well, so those are around here. And then if we want to go ahead and get suffering or essence, we need to go ahead and build some torture devices here. So we can go ahead and build a couple of these things. So we got the Iron Maiden, we got the Bath of Kings, we have a rack and a furnace, and then we have 4 pages of this, 5 pages of this. Okay, so there's a bunch of different items we can go ahead and torture people with, and it generates the suffering points, which we need for other items in the game as well. And then for the essence here, we can go ahead and kill these people to go ahead and get essence. So we do that by right-clicking on them, and it opens up this screen, and then we have 5 options on what we want to go ahead and do. From what I can tell, there's no benefit to doing one over the others. They all give you the same amount of essence. So to get the most essence out of them, it tells you in the tutorial thing that you want to go ahead and do it to someone who has a bunch of like energy and stuff like that. So somebody who, let me go here then. So somebody who's not in like a sad mood already. You want to go ahead and do it to people that are happy and their needs are met and stuff like that to go ahead and get the most out of them, which I think is 150 essence. So that seems to be the max, at least in the tutorial level here, that the essence was coming out of them was only 150. And then as we go ahead and start progressing and unlocking other items here, as we kill them, we can go ahead and build one of these guys. Where's it at? The Limbo Gong. And that allows us to go ahead and buy our people back out of the limbo stage after we kill them and get essence off of them for some of these suffering points. So we can go ahead and pretty much keep track of everybody over in this screen. I think when they die, they just stay here because we can just buy them back at a later date. So we want to go ahead and make sure their needs and stuff are met. We don't want them dying too early here, because if they start dying too early and we don't have that stuff built and enough suffering points built up, then there's really, we might end up failing the game because we won't have anybody to deal with. So to go ahead and start, we need to go ahead and place down some food items here. So I don't think they're picky about it. I think there's only a couple food items to go. So yeah, we only have 2 pages of this. So we can go ahead and place down the flesh farm here. And this is going to generate some of whatever is used for the next stage of cooking on that. And then if we open that back up and go back to the cooking menu, we need the cauldron to go ahead and process the flesh wall here. And then we're also going to need a trough for them to go ahead and feed out of. So let's go ahead and place that down for right now. That's their food pretty much squared away. I can go ahead and unpause it. We're probably going to have to mine some more stuff out here in a second. And then we can go ahead and go to the drink menu here. We need to go ahead and build a latrine because they do have bathroom needs. So we can go ahead and place this here. This is also going to go ahead and give us the ability to make them water to drink because that's the only source of liquids in hell here. So we need one of those, and then we can go back to that screen. I think we need one of the water squeezers as well to go ahead and process that stuff out. And last but not least, I believe we need the water bucket here so that they can actually drink it when it's produced, which we don't have any more of the iron here. So let's go ahead and harvest a little bit more. And then if we wanted to, we can go ahead and upgrade our stuff as well. Some of the stuff we can upgrade, some of the stuff we can't, but it tells us what we need to go ahead and upgrade it. If I can get it to pop up there long enough to read. And we need dirt, coal, and metal, and 50 suffering points as well. Okay, so then we need that to go ahead and upgrade it, but right now we only have 4 people, so I don't think we actually need to go ahead and upgrade it just yet. But if we want to go ahead and have food and stuff being produced, we need to go ahead and have people working in it, so we can go ahead and see who has the best cooking skills right now, which is going to go ahead and be this person or this person. So let's go ahead and take David, I suppose. And where's he at? Here we go. We can go ahead and drop him there. He's going to go ahead and start cooking the food for us, taking the flesh from here and cooking it into meals for these guys. And then what is this one going to be? This one is going to be the little bottle looking thing. So who has the best bottle looking thing? We have 1, 3, 1, 1, 1. So Gregory can go ahead and be the water guy. And then I think they'll go ahead and go around and mine stuff as we need them to. They'll just go ahead and prioritize coming and working when we need them to. So now that we have our food stuff kind of squared away, we can go ahead and start building some of the torture devices here to go ahead and start making some of the suffering points here so that we can go ahead and make some of the other stuff as we need it. So for right now, the only two torture devices that we can actually make, because they don't require any of these suffering points, is going to be the Iron Maiden and the Bath of Kings, which we don't have enough material to go ahead and actually make right now. So let me go ahead and have them mine out a little bit more here. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and place down a ladder so that we can go ahead and go up here, because I don't want to go too far to the side. Actually, is there a point not going? No, we can just go ahead and dig to the side. It's not a big deal here. We can go ahead and just do this. Although we need to prioritize the iron here because that's what we're short on. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a 2x tunnel here, and then they'll go ahead and dig that out. We should go ahead and hopefully have enough of the metal in a second for us to build the Iron Maiden at least. Okay, so we have enough metal to go ahead and build either one of them right now. But what I want to go ahead and do before we go ahead and place that down is take a look at their traits here, because this is what's going to determine which torture device we need to place down and if there's going to be a bonus to it. So these first two right here have the blood trait. That's going to be the Iron Maiden that we can place down, and we have a 100% bonus to that, or just a normal 100% thing to it. And then the bottom one here, Helen, wants to be, what is this, flayed or something? Claustrophobia. Okay, so that's not going to be the Iron Maiden or the Bath of Kings. But the last person here, Tiffany, is going to be fire, and they have a bonus of 150%. So we're going to go ahead and place down the Bath of Kings, because that's going to be a little bit more suffering being generated instead of these guys that have the 100% on blood. And for right now, we're going to just go ahead and place things down wherever we can. Later on, as we have a bunch more resources that we can go ahead and kind of build out the area a little bit, we'll go ahead and rearrange things. But for right now, we'll go ahead and place the Bath of Kings right next to the water thing. Or actually, no, let's go ahead and space it a little bit, because we still need the other water thing for us to actually operate that. So we need 10. If we place that now, we won't have enough for the Bath of Kings, and it's only a 1 block space thing. Okay, so we can place the Bath of Kings here. So that should be good. And if we click on it, oh, you know what? No, it's not even built yet, dummy. So let's go ahead and let them build that. And then we can go ahead and shove Tiffany in there to go ahead and start generating some of the suffering points for us. Right now, we don't need any essence, so I don't want to go ahead and kill any of our people just yet. But we do need to go ahead and start building some other stuff as well if we want to progress here. So if we go ahead and build, where's the research thing? The research thing's here. We need that to go ahead and start unlocking other buildable items in the menus here. So for right now, we have this. Let me go ahead and grab Tiffany and drop her on in there. And that should go ahead and start generating points for us. So we should be making 5 suffering a cycle here. And is that going to go up or down? No. Okay, so it takes 9 seconds for a cycle, and then we get 5. So as this thing runs, we should be kind of good here. We can also place down an Iron Maiden if we want to go ahead and kind of double up on suffering right now, if we want to go ahead and kind of cut into our workforce a little bit as well. So let me go ahead and have them dig out the other 2 layers on this, and then we're probably going to go ahead and move them all the way to the border of the map, actually. So let me go ahead and do that a little bit. We're not going to go too far right now. Let me go there maybe. That should be enough dirt and stuff getting dug up right now. All right, so the last thing that we need to go ahead and set up is going to be beds, because the people do still need to go ahead and sleep. So we can go ahead and set up some of the cardboard boxes here for them to go ahead and sleep in. And we have one more person that just joined in, so we should have 5 people, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and just do them over here. And then I think we can drag and drop, right? No, we can't drag and drop. Okay, so let's go ahead and place down 5 of these. We don't have enough resources. What are we low on here? The cardboard boxes apparently use metal. Okay, well, I didn't think that would be the case, but okay. Let me go ahead and mine out this side of the map here, and let's do 4 as well, since there's some iron up top there. We can go ahead and get a little bit of that going. So now with the beds down, we can go ahead and place down the special buildings that we need to go ahead and start researching. So we need one of these guys. This is going to allow us to go ahead and start mining the crystals that we have around the map. But in order to go ahead and do that, we do need some of the essence here. So if we go ahead and pause really quick, we need 50 essence in total to go ahead and start placing those things down. So what I want to go ahead and do is find the new guy, because he's the freshest person that we have right now. And we are looking for Marcus. So he's over here. We're going to go ahead and kill Marcus really quick, just so that we can go ahead and get some essence from him. So like I said earlier, it doesn't matter which one of these we go with, but let's go ahead and try impaling. Why not? Let's go ahead and see what that's like. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, and how much essence are we going to get from him? We only got 81 essence. Okay, so he wasn't that new anymore, but okay, that's not bad. And we should be able to go ahead and place these things down now. So we are going to go ahead and place the crystal refinery right here. And then we can go ahead and place the other one as well, which was the research thing right next to that. And once those are done getting built, we can go ahead and start harvesting, I believe, the blue crystals. We have to research into being able to mine the green ones, but those don't come in handy, I don't think, for a little while. I think we need those for the gong thing, I think. Maybe not. I don't remember what that goes for. It was in a tutorial as well, but I don't remember what it was used for nonetheless. We have the crystal thing done. It doesn't have a UI to it, so there's no upgrades or anything we need to do with it. So if we go and find some blue crystals that were kind of level with us, I guess there's not any. Let's go ahead and do it over here. We are going to go ahead and dig down and get this one. Actually, I can't mine that. Oh, I have to go to the yellow crystals. Hold on, let me cancel that so I'm not messing with that stuff. Let me dig these ones then. So we're going to go ahead and mine these guys up here, but now I can't really get up there because of these guys. That was my bad. I didn't realize I was going to block that stuff in like that. So let's just go ahead and build a ladder up here then. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Let me go ahead and place those guys there, and then let's remove these guys. And I'm not sure if our guy will actually get up there. Let me fix that because we can't dig through the dirt right here because the crystal's on it and it gives you the little brown diamond looking things. So that means we can't actually dig through that section. And thankfully our people are only one tile big, so we can actually do this. That's going to allow us to dig all the way over, and then we should be able to go ahead and harvest those crystals and then harvest these ones as well. And then we can just go back down the ladder and get back to where we are. So we shouldn't have any issues here. Let me go ahead and double time it here so that we actually get up there. All right, and with all those crystals mined, we ended up with 44 of them. So if we go ahead and go into our research screen here, we have a bunch of different little things we can go ahead and research. So we have different types of ladders. We have a different type of flooring. We have more of the torture device things here. And I guess these are all like blood related because the Iron Maiden's the first thing here. And I think that's pretty much what they are. We have Blood Eagle. I mean, that's kind of in the name. We have more of the fire related ones here. So we have the Brazen Bull. That's going to be a fun one to place if they actually like have an audio effect to it. And let's see, we have a freezer one. That's going to be kind of cool. We have different types of farms here. So we have a potato, a root, an animal farm, a mushroom farm that we can go ahead and research into. We have different types of kitchens or ways of cooking the food. We have different delivery items for the food. We have another thing of the bathrooms. So we can make coffee. We can make a soil squeezer, and a laboratory, different types of water purification things, delivery things for the water as well, and then different types of beds here as well. So I think what we're going to go ahead and spend some of the points on is probably going to go ahead and be one of the torture things, to be honest. So let's go ahead and try and get, I think, the freezer, right? That's probably the only thing that's different because these are going to be blood related. This is going to be noise related, I guess. Or kind of pain related, I suppose. So let's try the freezer. We have the points for it. Let's go ahead and unlock that. We have 29 left. We can do another one. Let's also go ahead and do the bed. Let's just go ahead and buy into that so that we have it ready to go when we start needing it. And then I'm just going to hold on to the remainder of the 14 here. And once these things are done, we can go ahead and maybe place some of them down here. Okay, so we can go ahead and place some of these things down here. We have the bed now, which I'm not going to worry about placing down right now until we maybe get some more people, or we drain our people's sleep thing too quickly that the cardboard box isn't going to like make sense to have anymore. So we have the bed and we'll go ahead and use it when we need to. But for right now, we're not going to swap out the cardboard boxes for that thing. And then if we go ahead and take a look at the freezer over here, this is going to allow us to torture people that have a cold thing, which currently we don't have anybody that has a cold trait. So that was a little bit of a waste of crystals currently. But, I mean, we can go ahead and place down one of the Iron Maidens so that we can go ahead and utilize some of these guys that have blood. We could even go ahead and place down another one of the Bath of King things because we have another person that has that same trait as well. So let's go ahead and place down an Iron Maiden at least so that we have some more of the suffering being generated. And while we're at it, we can actually upgrade the Bath of Kings that we have down right now. So if we take a look at the artwork, I think this is going to change as we upgrade it. I know it changes for the Iron Maiden at least. So if we go ahead and click this, we can actually see it in the corner here as well before we click on it too. So it changes and it has like chains or something along the sides of it. So let's go ahead and upgrade it once. That's going to give us some chains, and it gave us spikes on the cauldron here. It also decreases the needs or the drain that is on the person that's in here. So it was at 4 across the board on all of the stats here, and now it's down to 3. Do we have the stuff to upgrade one more time? What do we need? We need 50 essence. So in order to upgrade it, we would have to kill somebody, and I don't really want to do that. Although we did just get a new person. Who's the new person? Maybe they're not new. It's this person, I believe, Dominica. But we're not going to go ahead and sacrifice them because I'm not quite sure how many points we're going to get. So I don't really want to risk getting another like 50 or whatever we just got a second ago. So let's go ahead and grab someone who has the blood trait. I think they're all set to 100. So there's no like preferable person here, but we need someone who's not working, so I guess Dominica will be the winner there. So let's go ahead and drop her into there. And this is what the normal Iron Maiden looks like. I think we have the points to upgrade it. We do indeed. Let's go ahead and do that. It takes it and turns it into a thing covered in blood with little red tassels on the top here. And I think it also dropped all of the required stats down a little bit, or the stat drains down by 1. So that's going to kind of help us a little bit here. So now we should be generating, this one's generating 5 a tick, I think it was 4 a tick. Okay, did it drop? I think it dropped. I think it was generating 5. Now it's only doing 4. I'm not quite sure why we have a -1 modifier now, but we do. What about this one? This one's generating 4, and we didn't actually let it process before we upgraded it, so I don't know if it dropped or not, but it has no negative modifiers. Okay, so I think that's actually going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. Next episode, we are going to go ahead and work toward this thing over here, the Wall of Legends. This is going to go ahead and spawn in special characters instead of just these normal run-of-the-mill people, and they are going to go ahead and have actual stats and stuff that will go ahead and benefit the people that are around them. So I think in the tutorial world, we got Billy the Kid, I think it was, and he made our people work faster. So we want to go ahead and build that as soon as we can. So when we have the timer hit 0 for a new person to spawn in, there is a chance that we get a special person instead of just a normal person. So we're going to go ahead and try and work toward that. There's a couple more of these things in the special screen that we want to try and get. The Limbo Gong might be kind of good to get relatively early, just in case we have some people who start getting killed. We can go ahead and just buy them back and make sure that we have a decent size of people working our stuff here. But like I said, for right now, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.